What would you give to save the person you love most? Is it your money, your dream, or your life? In the heart of Delta State, one mother faced that question, and her answer broke her world apart. Mama Ejiro was a woman of simple means but boundless love. When her only son, Tiga, was stolen from her by a cruel twist of fate, she turned to a force older than time itself. What she gained was freedom for her son. What she lost was everything. Stay with me for a story that will tear at your heart and leave you questioning the cost of love. Mama Ejiro was no stranger to hardship. For 18 years, she woke up before dawn to fry akara and sell pap under a tattered umbrella in Warri's Okumagba market. Her arms bore scars from hot oil. Her back ached from long days, but her heart was full because of Tiga. Tiga was her only child, her pride, her reason to live. His father had abandoned them when Tiga was a baby, but Mama Ejiro never let her son feel that loss. She raised him to be kind, hardworking, and ambitious. Tiga dreamed of becoming a lawyer, to fight for the powerless, to make his mother proud. Life was hard, but love made it bearable. Until one day, a single moment shattered everything Mama Ejiro had built. It was a day like any other until it wasn't. Tiga was on his way to deliver his internship letter when a robbery turned his life upside down. Police vans stretched to a halt. Officers round up every young man in sight, including Tiga. Tiga protests, holding up his letter. "I not do anything, I be student. See my ID." "Shut up, you fit be thief. Enter the van," the policeman said. Meanwhile, Mama Ejiro was at her stall, laughing with a customer. Then her neighbor Yabo rushes over breathless. "Mama Tiga, they don't carry Tiga o. Police say na him be thief for plaza robbery." Mama Ejiro immediately drops her ladle. The oil sizzle as she stumbles, her face drained of color. "My Tiga? No, e no possible." She ran to the police station. Getting to the station, Mama Ejiro kneels at the gate, clutching Tiga's school certificate, begging the officers, "Oga, I beg you, my son a good boy. E no fit steal, e dey go law firm." "Madam, this case pass me. Big man's son die for that robbery. They need person to blame. And your boy, the wrong place at the wrong time." The robbery had claimed the life of a politician's son, and the city demanded justice. Whether it was true or not, Tiga was remanded in prison, awaiting a trial that could take years. There was no evidence, but there was also no money for a lawyer to fight for him. Mama Ejiro sells her steel, her purse, her jewelry. She visits lawyers only to be turned away. A lawyer said, 5 million naira, madam, no money, no case. Mama Ejiro collapses outside the lawyer's office, clutching her chest, tears streaming down her face. She has sold everything she owned, her livelihood, her memories, her pride, but it wasn't enough. Each night she knelt by her bed, praying to a God who seemed silent. She was alone in her shack, screaming into her pillow, broken. "God, where you dey? Why you abandon my Tiga? Why you abandon me?" she would say. One stormy night, as thunder rumbles, Mama Ejiro sits outside her shack, staring blankly. A hushed figure appeared in the shadows, an old woman with a face like cracked leather, her her eyes glinting unnaturally. "You want your son free, Abby?" the old woman said. "God no answer you, but I fit help. Come with me if you get liver." Mama Ejiro hesitates with fear in her eyes. She glances at Tiga's photos on her wall, then stands, resolve hardening. We all know desperation can make a mother do the unthinkable. So Mama Ejiro followed the old woman into the heart of a forbidden forest, to a shrine her ancestors had warned against, a place where the living bargained with the dead. Getting there, a low, unnatural hum fills the air. The old woman stands before an altar, her voice echoing. The spirit can free your son, but freedom no be free. You must give what you value most, which is your soul. And when you give it, you will fade. No one will remember you. You will be nothing. Is this what you want? Are you ready for this? Mama Ejiro trembles, clutching Tiga's photo. Tears fall as she whispers, "If my son could live, take me, take everything." The next morning was the day of judgment. Tiga stands in the dock looking guts and defeated. Suddenly the prosecutor stammers, "Your Honor, new evidence has emerged. Witnesses have retracted their statements. The DPO is transferred. Witnesses confess to being bribed, and Tiga walks out of prison, blinking in the sunlight, free. It was a miracle, or so it seemed. Tiga was free. The case collapsed overnight, as if an invisible hand had moved the pieces. But miracles come with a price. Tiga burst into her mother's shop, overjoyed, hugging his mother. "Mama, them free me. I don't know how, but I free." Mama Ejiro smiles faintly, but her eyes are hollow. She touches his face, her hands trembling. "My son, you safe now. That's all I want," she said to him. But something was wrong. Mama Ejiro was no longer safe. Her laughter was gone. Her food, once the talk of the market, tasted like ash. She moved through life like a shadow, her spirit drained. Tega didn't know what was wrong with his mother, but he could feel that his mother was not okay. In the market, customers avoided Mama Ejiro's new smaller still. They whispered behind her back, "That woman not be the same. Her face, it ain't empty." One customer said, "Maybe not juju, or she be winch. I know they buy from her again," said another customer. But Mama Ejiro sits alone at her still, staring at the ground, listening to the side talks, unable to say nothing or do nothing. Then, a young girl, Amon, Tiga's childhood friend, approaches her cautiously. "Mama Ejiro, wetin happen? You know they talk, you know they smile." And Tiga dey worried o. Mama Ejiro looks at Amon, her eyes distant. She tries to speak, but her voice cracks. She whispers to her, "I do wetin I must do for my son." Amon frowns, unease, and leaves. As Tiga rebuilt his life, Mama Ejiro faded. Tiga won a scholarship to study law in Lagos. He was scared of leaving his mother, but he had to. He wrote letters home, promising to make her proud, but each time he called, her voice grew fainter, her words fewer. He excelled in his studies, determined to make it, but Mama Ejiro was alone, wandering the forest at night, drawn to the shrine. She stares at the altar, whispering to herself, "You take my soul, but you don't take my pain. Why I still dey feel am?" The spirit hisses, "You think you save him? You only delay his suffering. And yours? Yours will never end." Mama Ejiro screams, collapsing. The spirit had kept their promise, but they had twisted it. Mama Ejiro's soul was gone, but her body lingered, trapped in a purgatory of grief. And the world began to forget her. Iyabo, Mama Ejiro's neighbor, frowns as she speaks to another woman, talking about Mama Ejiro. That woman when they sell akara, wetin be her name again? I no fit remember. The other woman shrugs, confused. But Mama Ejiro overheard them, her face crumpling in silent agony. Her name, her memory, her existence, it was all slipping away, just as the old woman had warned, but the worst was yet to come. Tega, graduating from his law school, stands in a lawyer's gown, accepting his degree. He searches the crowd for his mother, but she's not there. His smile fades. He had achieved his dream, but the woman who had made it possible was missing. Tega raises back to worry, his heart pounding. He burst into his mother's shop, and then He found her sitting in the dark, staring at a wall, her hair grey and unkempt. "Mama, what is wrong with you? Why you no come? I graduate today. I be lawyer now. And you make am happen. But you no come my graduation. You no attend the ceremony." Mama Ejiro didn't move, her eyes vacant. Tiga kneels before her, tears streaming. "Mama, talk to me. Wetin dey wrong? I beg you. You don dey like this for years. Mama, na only you I get. Na you be my mama, na you be my papa, na you be my everything. Talk to me." But his mother touches his face. Her hand cooled. For a moment, her eyes flicker with recognition. She whispers to Tiga, "My Tiga, you want am. You want everything." Her hand falls and she slumps lifeless. Tiga screams, shaking her. "Mama, no. No, not leave me. Not leave me, Mama." Then a knock at the door. Tiga freezes. It was the old woman. She stands in the doorway, her eyes glowing faintly. And she said to Tiga, she keep her word. Her soul gone, her name gone, and her life gone. Now you must live like you want her prize. Tiga furious, who you be? Wetin you do to my mama? Me? I only show her the way. She choose am for you. She steps closer, her voice is. But know this, boy. The spirits not dey forget. One day they will come for you, so. She vanishes. Tiga collapses beside his mother's body, weeping uncontrollably. And in that moment, Tiga understood the truth. He understood why his mother has been the way he was ever since he got out of prison. His freedom had cost his mother's soul and her existence. She had given everything, knowing she would be erased so he could live. The day of the funeral, only a handful of people attend, including Omon and Iyabo. They whisper, confused, unable to recall Mama Ejiro's name. Tiga stands alone by her grave, clutching her old umbrella, his face etched with pain. Mama Ejiro was gone, her memory fading like smoke, but in Tiga's heart, she burned brighter than ever. And weeks later, Tiga, now a practicing lawyer, stands outside his small office with his sign, Tiga and Associates, Justice for the Innocent. He looks at a photo of his mother, his eyes filled with resolve. He vowed to honor his mother's sacrifice. He dedicated his life to defending the wrongfully accused, ensuring no other mother would suffer as she did. He stood for justice and truth, fighting passionately for clients. He visits his mother's grave, laying flowers. His friend Omo now helps run his office. Every case I win, and for my mama, her sacrifice no go dey forgotten. Not by me, he said to Omo. But the pain never left him. Each night he dreamed of the old woman's words. The spirit not dey forget. He lived with the fear that one day they would come for him, demanding a price for his mother's bargain. But one afternoon, as Tiga sits in his office, staring at his mother's photo, a faint, unnatural breeze tears the paper on his desk. He was startled. Mama Ejiro's love was a flame that burned so brightly. It consumed her. Her story is a reminder that a mother's sacrifice knows no bounds, and that some prices are too heavy for any heart to bear. What would you give for someone you love? Would you walk Mama Ejiro's path? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your story. Subscribe, hit that bell, and join us for more stories that will move your soul. Because sometimes the most powerful stories are the ones that break your heart. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in my next story.